back. So now we're going to talk about the glue up. This is what it looks like before it gets glued up. Assuming you can see it, because I'm not really good with this whole shooting point thing. This will actually come off, see, just like that. So, but the best thing to do is to actually flip it over. You always have to make sure that you get the union area together. Have to, because if you don't, it'll mess it up. So, what I do is I just take all the boards, they're already in order. Already in order, and they're oriented the correct way. So you get the back side. Probably gonna have to replace that tape. Packing tape actually helps it stay down. Like a spoonful of sugar. Haha. Real simple. I'm just gluing everything. Of course, I have to go back and repaint that, but gluing everything from the edge touching. So here to here. Put everything this way. I like to do two at a time, close to each other. I always want to try to go down the bottom side because that'll keep any squeeze out. Normally squeeze out's good. That's what you want so that you can see that you've done a good job covering the wood, because if you don't cover the wood, it could become weak in some places, and you don't want weakness. Ain't nothing but pain leaving the body, just weakness. Haha, I'm just joking. It's actually backwards. Pain is nothing but weakness leaving the body. That's what they used to say in basic training. So, it's okay if it gets on the back. You really don't want it on the front, obviously, because that's cleanup that you have to do on aisle 3. And like Mr. Mom, the movie, you really don't want that. I've used other glue spreading devices, and I'll tell you what, the best one is really just my finger that God gave me, and my middle finger that I've been so fortunate that has stuck up for me many, many times in my life. But there I was, me and this goat. I don't know if you can hear the rain. It had rained for a long I say a long time, a few weeks. We're in Arkansas and we get rain, so it rained for a while. Now all of a sudden, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today's Sunday, we are getting nothing but rain, which is okay for the leaves. Makes them all nice and pretty. Kind of like from those pretty trees, right, baby? Love you, baby. I love you, April, born in March. If I can scoot that back a little bit and see if that's any better, let me know. So, just a fine bead. I was kind of taught to hunt deer a long time ago. Just a fine bead. Just get a fine bead. Unlike how the Army taught me how to shoot the Army way, which is put your line your sights up so that your front sight is in the middle of your middle sight, which is the one closest to your eye. Works out. And the glue I use is, well, I use 2 or 3 different types. Depends on what kind of project I've got going on. If I'm doing anything that may be outside, I use Type Bond 3 or Gorilla Glue, because they make a waterproof glue as well. Can't remember what it's called. I think it's like the Ultimate something or another. Blah blah blah. But Type Bond 3 is what I'm actually using today. Mainly because it will have a tendency, if it does have any squeeze out, it usually dries a little bit more clearly, is what I've seen. Gorilla Glue will, for the most part, dry clear, but I'm not quite sold on Gorilla Glue yet. However, I make good tape. I make other good stuff, other good products. See how that turned out. Mama said life's like a YouTube channel. Sometimes you get a good video and sometimes you think it's good and next thing you know you're listening to some old guy rambling on about goats. Excuse me. Am I supposed to do that on camera? Makes you wonder what he and that goat did. I swear, all we did was talk. Oh, now it's raining. Not just sprinkling and coming off the trees. It's actually raining. Which means yeah. Oh, you can hear it. I can hear it. Got a soothing, calming noise. It just makes your day feel so comfortable. If you're local, and you know about Top shoes, and you appreciate that. The fact that the lady always says, it'll make your feet comfortable. Like Melinda Mayo. I can't even talk. Like Melinda Mayo. By golly. Set your watch to the weather. But we got some great weather here in Arkansas. I cannot complain. Okay. everything lined up. Got my little board here. My board here. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boards. Of course, I have to put one on each end. Even though you do that, you still got to make sure it's all lined up and push up against the wall as best you can. And you'll see it start to bow a little bit. But I have a secret weapon. What I've done is make a slit in my board so that that'll fit down in there. So I need to make that slit a little bit bigger. Make a little adjustment right quick. That's okay. Too easy. What does this do, you ask? That helps keep everything pushed down. Some people go straight to putting the backs on, but I like to put my backs on later. If there's any adjustment I need to make. It's always something you have to adjust, which is part of the fun. So now it should not only come out together, but flat. And looking good. Like my mom used to say, looking good. Hello. How are you doing? Ooh, look at that hair. That's crazy. So it's better than I probably do. Yes, there I was. Me and this goat. Okay, so you can see what it takes. And this is minor. Got 6 clamps. This is like minor. But of clamping things down so that they will stay together. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if I can get that in focus-ish. And it is like 51 degrees, 51.6 in here in the shop. It is a little chilly. Chili with beans, as my dad would say, mom would say. Okay. All right. Moment of truth. All right. Didn't really have that much to do. That's a positive thing. Oh, I got a little blue here. Okay, that came off. And oh yeah, look at that. That's lovely. Of course, all that comes right off. Why that did that? I don't know. Ah, it didn't do. I told it not to. It didn't listen. Well, I got a little work to do on it, but that's okay. That's expected. So, yeah, there we go.